And here we are in the Montana booth. I'm talking to Stefan Karatin, who is the sales manager for Visit Billings.
Correct.
Now, personally, Stefan, I've never been to Billings, and I'd love to learn more about it, and I'm sure the audience would love to hear as well. Tell us about Billings, Montana, because I know it's a beautiful place, but so much more, particularly from a meetings perspective.
Right, you're absolutely right. Montana is beautiful all across the state, particularly Billings. We're in the southeast portion of Billings, Billings is in the southeast portion of the state. Largest city in Montana, which is, most people don't know that. We are a regional hub. We're about 140,000 people in population, so just small enough to feel comfortable, but we reach about a 500,000 population, pulling from 4 states, South Dakota, North Dakota, Wyoming, and all of Montana. Beautiful location. We kind of identify ourselves as Montana's Trailhead. So when you think of Billings, we want you to think of this is where you come, this is where your lodging facilities are, this is where your resort, your convention facilities are, all your food, your breweries. It's all right here in Billings, and then we want you to launch out from there and go explore this state. Billings, or Montana, we often refer to as a bucket list state. There's so much to do between Yellowstone National Park, the nation's longest standing national park, and then Glacier National Park in the Northeast, where it's one of God's incredible creations on this planet. But from Billings, you can get to all of that. Right outside of Billings, 60 miles, is American Motorcycle Association's #1 scenic drive in the nation, wow. The Beartooth Highway, one of the most stunning visual scenic roads that winds through the Beartooth at 11,000 feet, 60 miles outside of where we're located. So Billings is really unique. We have 9 breweries in our downtown district where you can walk from brewery to brewery. There's a distillery in there with local gin and vodka. You can walk through that, experience the downtown culture, which is small town yet still big town for Montana, which is great. And then you've got all that's right outside your hotel door, which is fantastic. We can seat 100 to 10,000 people for conventions. Let's see what else. 5,000 hotel rooms, so plenty of options, plenty of opportunities, meeting and convention properties.
So I guess from the meeting professional's perspective, so
yeah.
Here at IMEX, you're talking to a lot of professional meeting planners.
Yes.
What's the sweet spot in terms of the size of group that many of these meeting professionals can look to bring to Billings?
Our sweet spot is, I would say, 200 to 700. That's really right where we'll fit well. We can really service at a high level there. The food and beverage experience can be top notch. We can extend beyond that. We've got some large 2-wheel and 4-wheel conventions that roll into town every summer that can stretch up to 10,000, and we accommodate them as well. Our entire city can come behind that, from the restaurants and the retail shops and all of that. But that sweet spot for meetings, conventions is right in a couple hundred up to about 700 people.
Well, and it also seems to me that Billings, the beautiful, great outdoors, as you pointed out, Mother Nature
right.
made such a gorgeous, gorgeous environment there for you. Clearly health, wellness, horseback riding, all those wonderful outdoor activities. Yeah. Are you seeing a lot of people coming in for pre and post trips?
Yes, absolutely. That's a huge piece. In fact, we were just discussing that with a client here just minutes ago, that we create an experience. So it's not just coming for the convention itself, but we want you to come pre or post and experience what's surrounding us. The Yellowstone River lines our city, which is Lewis and Clark's journey back east after they reached the west coast. And right outside of Billings is Pompey's Pillar, where it's the only physical remaining evidence of Lewis and Clark's journey, where he inscribed their names on the sandstone rocks. And you can see all of that right in our backyard. And so we like to structure that where you can come in before and after, or even incorporate it into that event. And we'll help coordinate that. We'll help line out the adventure and outdoor guide programs and really make that experience complete.
Excellent. Of course, great value in Billings.
Yes.
It's not like going to a different destination, which is going to cost a lot more.
Right. In fact, we are a sales tax-free state, so you save 10% at least every time you make a purchase. And then our lodging is also only 7%, our lodging tax, and so it's half the national average. So there's a great savings. And then the airline systems that are coming in continue to grow. We have, I think, 9 direct flight locations, and then we're adding a new one this year as well that'll fly direct from Chicago and direct from Dallas, Texas. So constant improvements to Billings, constant growth that we're seeing, and just a large desire for people to want to see this beautiful allure of that western frontier, but still embrace that culture and that nightlife and that city life. So
Well, Stefan, you've sold me, that's
Good,
for sure.
good.
I know that Billings is now on my bucket list
Excellent.
as one of the places I want to visit. Again, Stefan Caratan from Visit Billings.
Right.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
being with us on
pleasure.
Smart Meetings TV.
Yeah, pleasure. Thank you.